Don't forget to use code. Oh my god, I don't even have a code. Don't worry, I'll get you one soon. I'll get you one soon. I'll get one soon. Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be exploring the different angles of the keyboard, and I'll be telling you which one is my favorite and which one I prefer and why pros use this specific angle. If you would like to enjoy some more content from me, please do subscribe. Yeah, that's right, I added a pause for some dramatic effect. Let's get right into the video. Let's get rid of the absurd angles. First off, we got the turned inside weird angle where it's like impossible to reach the keys without completely shifting over your whole body. Playing this way is completely impossible. And like D, like what? Yeah, you can't play like that unless your hand can legit like go like 90 degrees to the left. I don't think it would work out. This is impossible. Yeah, this doesn't work. This is a great challenge video, I guess. No one has done it yet, playing with a backwards keyboard, but I think it'd be pretty impossible. Let's check this angle out. What we got here is the normal angle, where it's just completely flat, or as flat as I can get. And you got your usual WASD, RFC, X, pretty normal. This is what all beginners should be starting on, a normal angle, just to get used to using all your buttons. Most number buttons are easy to touch, very simple. Thing is, the only cons is it's nothing special. It's not really formulated to your own playstyle, right? You want something that's kind of different and formulates to your hand and, well, is different for everyone. Okay, now for the first angle. It's going to be slightly angled with the spacebar pointing towards you. Your hand will be a little bit angled out. And this is probably one of my... I used to use this a lot. Q is really easy to use, but the easiest buttons to use are F, E, R, and T, and 4. C as well, and X. Very easy to use. The only button that's harder to use is Z, because if you look at it, your finger is just reaching the tip of it, or at least for mine. Tab is harder to reach, and 1 is harder to reach on this angle. Next up, we got the angle where it's slightly angled outwards, so it's this way to my left, easier to use. E, R, and F, and C are very easy to use, but your Z is way easier than the previous one, and your Control and Shift are, well, easy to use. This is my preferred angle, but let's see what the pros use. Okay, this is obviously over-exaggerated, but a completely vertical with the spacebar pointing to the left. You have your WASD here, and they usually play with their elbow out, or they're like this, and they're like this, or something like that. I don't play like this personally. The only good thing about this is it gives tons of mouse space for you to move around and stuff, but personally, my arm does not move like that. And guess what? You're probably going to need, look, see the number pad? It's even going off my wooden thing here. So you're going to need a 60% keyboard if you're going to be playing sideways like this. Because, well, like, otherwise it is fairly impossible to play like this. And, yeah. Based off of all the pros and cons, what do I recommend? Obviously. What do I recommend? So if you're working with a smaller desktop, or basically desktop, and you have a 60% keyboard, I definitely recommend going with the vertical because it will give you tons of space, but it's definitely a big learning curve for sure. What you're also going to want to do is learn how to like move your hand and rotate your wrist so that it's kind of like this. Your fingers are pointing out more. But my preferred position is when it's a little bit inside, not completely, where I have my hand straight, like this, hand straight, pointing, like this, point, put my fingers down. This way I have my shift button right there, right like so, my control here. So then I just need to move my pinky side to side to then go from crouch to edit. Also, my E, R, and F, C, and X. X is a little bit hard to reach, but if I just like pivot my wrist a bit, I will be able to reach it easy. Z is easy to reach. All my buttons are really easy to reach. The only buttons that I don't like reaching for are G and V because they're a little bit out of the way, but you can make it work for sure. I guess that's that. Let's see some gameplay with it.